like we do it.
Happy Sunday, everyone. I have been a bad vlogger this weekend. I have been a bad vlogger. You can hear my Keurig pumping out some coffee as we speak. I really need it. Look at my skin. It is freaking out. I got a bunch of little friends on my face today. Finally, on the last day of my period, though, so hopefully my skin will improve in the next few days, but whatever. I'm hoping today I can do a lot of journaling content for you guys because I've been meaning to do it. So that's definitely part of the day as well. I have a little list. Have some emails to respond to. I have to submit some concepts and I have to edit this vlog for tomorrow, which this vlog is really nothing so far. So, but yeah, I have my coffee. Sometimes my Keurig just like doesn't love me. Yeah, come on Keurig, get your shit together. Okay, so that's really what I'm doing right now. Apartment's kind of like clean, I guess. I've like not really been here much this weekend, to be honest. That's what's going on in my world. That's about it, yeah. So today I'm wearing this comfy fit. I'm wearing a fuzzy pullover. This is like my Sunday outfit. I'm wearing a really warm jacket over top of my fuzzy pullover. And then these olive green leggings from Lululemon. And my sneakers, my street shoes, if you will. These are my only pair of sneakers that I own, I swear, besides like workout shoes. I need to get some more. I just like, it took so long to break these in that I just feel like I need to only wear them from now on. Things are great. Sunday scaries are at an all-time high today, but things are gonna look up. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you guys my journaling process. I filmed these clips today of me just journaling, and I'm going to talk you guys through how I journal, kind of what goes into making a spread and things like that. So this journal is so lovely. It's from Archer and Olive. It's amazing because it has a lot of pages, first of all, but it's also very sturdy. The pages can really hold up or hold a lot of things on them. I tend to like tape a lot of things, glue a lot of things, you know, write a lot with different markers and stuff. So it's nice to have thick pages that don't bleed through. I also have this rubber stamp set that I got from Amazon and an ink pad from Blick, which is an art store that's down the street from me, so I go often and get a lot of stuff. I also have some little notepads that I use with different types of paper. This one I got from a bookstore actually, and it has like a grid sort of paper to it, so I like that as an option as well. I also love using washi tapes to tape down some of my book pages and just different sheets of paper and things. These are from Muji. I have 4 colors. I have 2 gold ones, a beige, and a burgundy. Actually, one of these is from a bookstore, but the other 3 are from Muji. I'll have them all linked below. I love using these. Another crucial part of my spreads in my journal are these book pages that I get in bulk from Etsy. They come in like sets of 50 or so. You can get less or more depending, and they're basically books that people were going to throw away, you know, books and hymnals and things like that people sell the pages from for very cheap. I got them for like $8 or so, and I put them into my pages. I also use a bunch of different pens. I like the Pilot G2 pens, I like the Faber-Castell Pitt Artist pens, and I like the Muji 0.5 pen. So that is what you see here. I use a ton of different pens depending on what thickness and what style I'm writing in. So in terms of the inspiration for my pages and just what I put in my journal, it's all very journalistic, just things I'm going through, my diary, so to speak, but also I put in a lot of inspirational quotes and things that I see that are really timely, and also the pages I get from the Etsy seller. A lot of times I read these pages and I'm like, wow, this, like, they know my life. They know what I'm going through because the pages have to do with some of the things I'm going through. It's very funny. So I'll tape those in. I, you know, obviously draw from my personal experiences, and that is kind of what goes into planning a spread. But to be honest, as I go, it becomes something where I'm just slowly adding. I'm, you know, taping things on top of things. Like, it's just a very organic process where there's no real right or wrong, which is why it's such an amazing outlet having this journal. So the beauty of getting all of these assorted pages is I'm not really sure, you know, in these books that I'm getting random pages from, I'm not sure what the book is fully about, so I'm just seeing little snippets here and there. So this one page I found was about a woman who, on this particular page, was experiencing a shadow, as she calls it. So basically she was having a hard time articulating what was wrong with her or something like that, but there's a shadow in her life. And so I cut out that page specifically because I feel like that kind of resonates with me a little bit, you know, having feelings like you're not really sure what's wrong, but there's a shadow over your life and you're not really sure how to articulate what's wrong despite having this shadow. So I cut that part out, and I'm also here cutting out part of this hymnal because I love the look of music notes on the page. It looks really nice as just like a background image where I'm going to put a piece of paper over top where I can write. So then I kind of just fiddle around with the arrangement or the placement of the different pages that I'm using and just make sure that I'm not cutting out any text by putting something over top. So I'm just very thoughtfully arranging the pages. And I like going in with a thick black marker and just kind of Xing out or canceling out the parts of the page that don't really make sense with my overall story that I'm trying to tell. So I just black out certain sections of the text, and so the focus is on what I want to be seen. And then I take a glue stick, this one's from Muji, and I just glue the back of each page, getting the corners there so then it doesn't peel up. Sometimes I'll put washi tape on top to reinforce some of them, but for the most part the glue just holds it intact. And next I'm using some of my rubber stamps. I'm gonna spell out the word begin with these stamps, and you can use one of those little transfer pads that'll make it super clean, but for me in my journal I don't really need it to be super perfect and clean. So I'm taking these stamps and then I use my stamp pad from Blick and just stamp them on the page. So next I'm going in with my Pilot G2 pen. I'm going to continue the quote that I actually read online somewhere recently. I bookmarked it and I was like, I need to put this in my journal. So it says, begin to think of yourself as a divine, limitless being rather than a person who doesn't have a choice when it comes to your thoughts. Initiate a habit of choosing thoughts and ideas that support feeling good and powerful. Which I think is a very obviously powerful quote because it basically, I feel like a lot of us in our day-to-day, we narrate our stories, obviously. So a lot of times we cloud our minds with very toxic thoughts and we self-deprecate ourselves and we just get down on ourselves when, that's not truly how things are. It's just how we choose to see them. And so I think by making sure you have good thoughts and you think good things and positive things about yourself, it really does guide the narrative of your life. So that is the quote that I'm writing here. It's from, it's by actually Wayne Dyer. He said it. So yes, credit where credit's due. And then I found this little shred of paper that I'd used on a previous page that just had a little shred left. So I wanted to put it somewhere and I couldn't figure out where I wanted it, so I was arranging it and rearranging it for a few minutes. Then I found this hymnal sheet that said, "What are these?" That was like the song, that was what it was called. And I thought it was a cool, like the typography of it looked very nice and I thought it could be relevant, so I am taping that down or gluing it down on the other page, but I had to cut it to make it just right to fit. And I thought that it would look nice with the brown sheet of paper underneath, so I could write some stuff on the brown sheet or put something on top of it just to add some interest. I very rarely use just the white of the paper, which is funny, but whatever. It's the creative process, am I right? And under that, I just put a little sheet from, I think it was a dictionary. It's like all these words starting with the letter B. Not very relevant, but just looked nice underneath. And so I'm actually going to add a word under what are these. And the word is feelings. I'm making it kind of a question because I feel like the whole theme of this spread is having either dark, clouded feelings, kind of, not really sure how you're feeling about yourself, about your life. And so that is kind of the theme of this spread, but I honestly didn't know that that was going to be the theme when I started. That's just the beauty of journaling. And so to really reinforce the theme, I'm using this question mark shaped stamp and my stamp pad and just putting a bunch of question marks in the margin. And then I thought there was a weird space on the other page, so I decided to put another quote just kind of nestled in there nicely. It's the quote from Van Gogh where it says, "I put my heart and soul into my work and I've lost my mind in the process." So I love that quote because I feel like it's very relevant to, being a creative person and putting a lot into what you do and still being a bit unsure of yourself. And then in this little spot, I'm just writing more personally about how I'm feeling. And I said the last few months have been quite a lot of change. And although for the most part I feel immense joy and passion because of these changes, I also have been experiencing moments of fear and anxiety. It could just be the winter blues or the woes of cuffing season. I've been training myself to choose good thoughts and banish the bad. So that's what I wrote here, and it's very personal to me. And then I decided to put on top of the brown, I have this little sheet from my desktop. I had it taped to my computer for a long time, and it says, "And they keep asking me where happiness can be found, but I'm no longer trying to find happiness. I just appreciate where I am, and then happiness finds me." And that is the final touch to my spread. I'm really proud of this one, and I hope this video kind of inspired you guys to start your own journal. I think it's a great place to organize your thoughts and something cool to look back on or show your kids someday. So yes, this is my little journaling walkthrough, journal with me, more to come. But really thank you for watching and for appreciating my journal as much as I do. And that's it for this day of Vlogmas. I will see you guys all in tomorrow's episode. Bye.